You asked about the phases of adjustment that people go through when they come here to the United States or when they come from any one country to another country. You know, we have a chart that we've often used in some of our workshops. If this is your normal level of feeling, often when they first arrive, it's quite exciting and stimulating. There are lots of new sights and sounds and things to take in, and so people can be very excited. It can be very dramatic and high time for you. But you know, that can't last forever, because day after day you're going to come into all kinds of challenging situations where maybe you weren't able to express yourself the way you would like to, or you're going to start missing your friends and your family and the person that you were before you came to this new place. So your mood may go down and you may start feeling you know, some discomfort, and you may feel some antagonism and irritation toward the local people in the place that you're living, because you're wondering, well, why do they do things this way? But being here, you get used to what to expect from the new culture, and you come to be able to fit right in and give the expected answers and function in a regular way. Sometimes people go through what they call another dip in this cycle, and that's when they realize that really there are some profound differences between the way that they were raised and the ideas that they were taught and the way that people in the local place that they're living are functioning. And eventually we hope that people can kind of come to an integration and acceptance and realize that there are different cultures around the world, and they can function effectively in the new culture, and yet they can still function in their own culture as well. And some believe that then when they return home, they go through another dip like this because they have gone through a transformation in being overseas. They've made those adjustments to another culture, and now when they go home, home looks a little bit different. They may think, oh, finally I'm going back home. It's going to be all familiar and I will not have any more of these problems. But they may find that home doesn't feel so comfortable anymore because you're looking at it through different lenses. And so there may be that another whole roller coaster that you go through when you return home.
I believe that when you make a shift from one country to another, there's also a shift that takes place within your mind. And so you come to a new country and it's difficult to adapt and to adjust, but you actually find that if you leave it for a couple of days or a couple of weeks and you come back, it begins to actually feel like home for you.
It's really, really easy to feel depressed. I remember one spouse who was coming from Finland, and she had been in the United States for 4 or 8 weeks, and when I met her, it was with other women, it was the women's circle, and she was saying that it was the first time she was meeting other women. She was so happy about it. She had stayed in her apartment for all the weeks since her arrival, and she was just getting depressed, and I was so sad to hear that.
It's a challenge for anyone to come here and study at another university in a different kind of academic system and with a different language. That's a big challenge itself. But to come here and accompany someone who's doing that, when you have really no idea of what your life is going to be like, it means really taking a great leap into the unknown.
I don't know how long my husband studied. Maybe 2 years or longer, and maybe he can have a job here too, maybe, or before I can have this before. It doesn't matter where I can find it, here or in other land. I love California, but if I can find my job in other place, it's work for me too.
Craig and I will be moving to San Diego. I am a bit apprehensive about the move because I am aware of what my previous move was like from one country to another. So I must say I'm a little scared. But there is that part of me that has been learning how to deal with losses. So I know that once I get to San Diego, there are a list of things that I can actually do to help me acclimatize. But I think also to remember that I'm going to feel another loss, because it is a loss. I'm going to feel that loss, and things are going to be new to me again. But I'm quite excited about it. I'm beginning to feel ready for the process and ready for the move.
We believe we will go back to Japan in some day. So this experience will help us to live in Japan too, because it's a real experience. And if we stayed in Japan all the time, we couldn't find the difference or good point of America, both of America and of Japan. How I see my future, well, I see it here for a few more years and probably go back to France. The important thing is that maybe we would like our children to grow in the French culture. If we move too late, that will be too hard on our children. And we don't want that rupture. And we thought that maybe going back at an early age is much easier to do that.
If I had some advice to give to new people, I think I would say to bring an open mind, to be prepared to be very flexible, and to be prepared to discover new things that you didn't know would be here, to just have an expanded notion of your time here as a valuable cultural experience, as a chance to meet new friends, as a chance to open up your life to something new. And at the same time, of course, you will still be the person that you have been, and you will still have the talents and the skills that you've always had. But if you can be open to the new things that will come your way, I think you can take the best advantage of the experience here.
To spouses, I would tell them, well, you are not the main decider on this move to the United States. Of course, you decided to come because otherwise you would not be here, but you are not the primary reason for why you are here. Change that. Make it yours.
It's so beautiful land, and try to find what I love.
Yeah, please be positive and challenging. And it will be a very fruitful time in the future.
To a newcomer, I'd like to say, just let go and be instead of doing, just be.
Hi, I'm Lenka and I'm a historian.
My name is Wu Hua. I'm the Master in Finance.
My name is Ipen and I'm a physical therapist.
I'm Yulia and I'm a physician.
My name is Pawi Chen. I work in international business.
I'm Sapna. I'm graduate from business line.
I'm Azadeh and my field is psychology.
My name is Ting. I'm a student.
My name is Huisi. I'm a management consultant.
I'm Bettina and I'm a psychologist.
I'm Johanna and I'm an economist.
I'm Betania. I'm an architect.
I'm Veronique and I'm a teacher.
I am Nicole. I am a physicist.
My name is Haifeng Zhu. I'm a student majoring in biology.
I'm Renata and I graduated in business.
I'm Beatrice. I'm chemist.
I'm Christine. I'm a pharmacist.
I'm Lucy and I'm a medical assistant.
I am Nico. I worked in desktop publishing.
I'm Grit. I'm a psychologist.
I'm Karin. I'm a nurse.
Hi, this is Bharati and I am biochemist.
I am Iman and I am computer engineer.
I'm May. I'm a Japanese interpreter.